fuck's up, my britches? If you are new here, hello, my name is Brittany. I know it's been a few days since you've seen my face. I've been real fucking busy. I've been painting my ass off, but I've also been waiting for all these goodies to get here, and I'm like, why don't we just do a collective haul of, a bunch of bougie shit. I don't know who the fuck I think I am, but the luxury brands are giving it to me. So we have Chanel, Dior, Sephora, Cleona, and I have one thing from Maybelline. So drugstore. Woo! We got a bunch of luxury and a splash of drugstore. We don't discriminate up in here. So hello to all the britches in the live chat. I'm just going to jump right in because my Cleona shadows, we're probably going to have a swatch party with these because I have not touched any of them except for one, and I'm really excited. I want to just get my fingers into them. So if you guys like haul videos, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel because I will have updates coming with all this stuff too. The more that I use it, the more that I get used to it, I will let you guys know in a future video. I want to try to make sure that I'm staying on top of everything that I haul this year and make sure I'm constantly following up with you guys. So what should we start with first? I had another box. Where's my Sephora box? I'm already missing stuff. Where is it? Okay, let's start with Sephora because who doesn't love a good Sephora haul, except this is just like one item. So it's not anything too exciting, but I was waiting for the Gucci foundation to come to Sephora because was this difficult to pick out your shade? Because holy Toledo, I picked up the shade 220N in the shade Fair Medium. Now, this is what's on my skin right now. Just to give you guys a first impression, I'll talk about the stuff that I have used. First impression of this, it definitely has a heavy fragrance to it, but it doesn't linger. Like, I don't smell it anymore. Again, this is on my face right now. And when I went upstairs to do my hair, Shannon's like, your foundation looks really good. I'm like, that's all I need. As soon as I hear that from him, because he never pays attention, whenever I get the compliment on the foundation, that's when you know it's a good one. So again, I picked up the shade 220N, and I will say, when I first applied this to my face, it's very, very, very yellow. Like one of the most yellow foundations I've probably ever put on my face. And then it's like, as it sits on your skin, I think it looks really, really beautiful. It's very natural. Let me know if you guys want a wear test on this. I know a ton of people have done videos on a lot of this stuff already. So I'm like, let's do a haul and then we'll basically see like what you guys want to see. So if you guys want a wear test on this, let me know. But so far, first impression, I just put it on, but I'm like, my skin looks beautiful. You know what? I'm going to toot my own horn. And I also got a little, I always get the, like, not coupons. Whenever you could, like, add samples to your cart and stuff. So I got the Shiseido, what is this called? The Synchro Skin Lasting Liquid Foundation. I believe Mo Makeup, Mo Beauty was talking about this one. So I jumped on that. And then I feel like everybody's talking about this Ilia, the Super Serum Skin Tint. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm going to try to use those. I usually can't get a good use out of these types of samples, but I did get, because I used to love this, the Bite Agave Lip Mask. If you use the code, it was like Agave Lip or something like that. I got a trial size of the Agave Lip Mask. I used to fucking love that lip mask too, and I found the more that I used it, I thought it was like, as soon as they switched their formula, I started to break out around my lips. Like I would get like bumps. I'm like, you know what, let's try it again because it's been a really long time since I've used it. So that was everything that I picked up from Sephora. Just the Gucci foundation and then all that stuff I got for free. Now, let's get into, I'm going to save Cleona for last because I feel like that's what a lot of people are going to want to see is Cleona. So let's move on to, let's do Dior. Now, let me say this, okay, because I normally purchase Dior from Sephora or Macy's. I would 100% recommend if you're somebody like me that has very high expectations when it comes to luxury shit, buy from the retail, like buy from Dior, because this experience was another fucking level. Like you get the box, it's just, you feel so much better about your purchase because it's like, I don't know, it just has that extra just layer of luxury to it. So I picked up a couple things from Dior, and this was my very first time purchasing from the Dior website, and I'm like, I would definitely recommend it. Just the whole overall aesthetic is just, it makes it so much better. To me, it's like, it's more worth the purchase. I don't know. I really am happy that I bought this from Dior's website. So I actually did end up picking up another Dior item today. I will let you guys know when I get that in the future. But this is what's on my eyeballs right now. This is the Quint. That's what I'm going to call it. I am going to butcher this name, but this is the new Quint in the shade Pink Sakura. I get very confused when it comes to these Quints, okay? But I hear nothing but amazing things about these goddamn Quints. Okay, so I'm like, if I find a color story that just speaks to me, I'll get one. So then this one came out. Packaging, beautiful, stunning, love it. It comes with these like little brushes and like sponge tip applicators. I did actually use the sponge tip today, but this is what the color story looks like. This is my type of color story 100%. I think this is my favorite Quint that I think that I've seen from Dior. But again, this is what's on my eyes. I do have one other thing from Cleona on top of my eyes as well, but we'll get there. So my first impression of this, I was very happy with it. Do I think that it's worth the like $60 price point? I'm not really sure. However, being that this is like a plum, like burgundy tone, that looks beautiful. Purples are very, very tricky to find formulas that don't apply like a hot ass mask, or you don't have to layer like a million times, or they don't apply patchy. Like purples I'm very finicky about because they're one of my favorite shadows because my eyes are green. So when I saw this color story, I'm like, yes, 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 yes. I thought this, I just saw Mrs. Unnecessary says, how easy was the application? Very easy application. The main reason I say I wouldn't say this is worth the $60 price point is because this shade right here, to me, is a dud. I think it's definitely like a topper, but it is like chalky feeling. I was not impressed with that shade. I didn't use this one up here, but it's just like a really light lavender, but that formula feels nice. These other ones, this is like a satin. This is what's in my crease right now, the shade that's on my ring finger. This is all over the outer corner, and then this is on like the inner part of my lid. And then I tried putting this shade right here on the inner corner, and it doesn't do enough, not for the price point. But all the other shades, like the 4 other shades, I think are really, really beautiful. I was really happy with just the formula, the aesthetic, everything about this except for that lightest shade I was impressed with. So do I think that this is like, oh my god, you need to run out and get it? No, it's a fucking 5-pan eyeshadow palette. That's hella expensive. If it's in, I would say it's like, if the color story's in your wheelhouse, like I'm very glad that I have this because this is the type of color story that I would reach for often on a day-to-day basis. But will I reach for this over some of the products in my collection already? I'm not really sure. I will say though, let me go back to the one satin shade, because none of these except for like the burgundy tone, that's your only matte for me. But this shade right here in the crease, it looks so much more like, I wish I inserted the like shots of me actually applying this. It almost looks gray when you put it on your eyes, but it's got that slight hint of purple. It was really, really beautiful. Again, I'm really happy that I own this, but I don't know if I would say it's worth the price. If that other shade was good, I would say I would think it's worth the price. That's just based off of my first impression. I'll keep you guys posted the more that I use it. But we all know how I am with eyeshadow palettes. I'm always buying new eyeshadow palettes. But I also grabbed the Pink Sakura lipstick as well, because this is another limited edition shade. And I've never tried Dior's lipstick. Oh my god. I could easily see this becoming one of my favorite lipstick formulas. That's how, like, when I applied this to my lips, I'm like, oh my gosh. It applies so nicely. And it's got not like super high pigmentation, but the formula of this is going to give you a satin finish. At least that's how I think everything looks. I do have this on my lips right now. It's topped with the Blondie lip gloss from Charlotte Tilbury. That's the lip cocktail. But this formula, like I just put it on, I'm like, whoa, it feels so light. And it glides on so effortlessly. Like I put this on, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna need more of these. That's the impression that I got from this lipstick. So again, that's the shade Pink Sakura. I think it's really beautiful. I was kind of thrown because I'm like, the Sakura eyeshadow palette versus the Pink Sakura lipstick, I'm like, are those gonna really go together? But I think this overall look looks really pretty. Let me know what you guys think. I probably would have been happier if it had more of like a purpley undertone, but I'm not mad about it. I'm really happy. I'm really happy that I finally tried the Dior lipsticks. And then you got little samples. See, this is where I'm saying, I'm like, I think I would definitely recommend buying from like Dior themselves, because I love this shit. Now it's like I have collectibles too. Like I could put like the Dior box in my background. I could use this little bag if I'm feeling extra bougie one day. It's just nice. And then I got the Sauvage Perfume. I got that for Shannon. And then I got Hypnotic Poison for my other little sample. I feel like I was supposed to get another sample. Like, or no, it was when I was going to get one more thing. I think if you spent over a certain amount, you got like a free like mini size or like a travel size item. And then I also got the Dior Forever 24-hour wear foundation little sample. Boom. So that's everything I got from Dior for now. I did end up picking up something else today. Now let's jump over to Chanel. I see you guys all in the live chat. I'm just trying to get through all this stuff so we can get into the swatch party, because I know you guys love a swatch party. I mean, I do too. So this is another one. This is the box. I have another box back there that was sent to me by a lovely subscriber. See, it's like this whole aesthetic is like, you don't get this aesthetic when you buy it from other retailers. This is just me and my humble opinion, but I'm going to say the same thing. I would recommend buying from Chanel directly. So this is the Fleurs de Printemps. Printemps? It's the blush duo that I keep sharing nonstop between my community page and my Instagram, because I saw this and I'm like, bitch, I need it. Packaging wise, very similar, like feel, weight, very similar to Dior. So I'm happy with the packaging on this. It just looks, it looks so bougie. So this does come with a brush, which normally these brushes, I'm like, okay, I don't need this. This is one of the softest type of brushes that I've ever used like that. And I did actually use this on my face today. I'll actually apply more so you could see. And this is the blush duo. I'm so excited. I ran, did not walk. As soon as I saw that this dropped, I'm like, yup, it's like $70. It's so expensive, but there was just something about this. I'm like, that's such a blush for me. And it gives me, first impression, it is on my face right now, but I'm going to apply just a little bit more so you guys could see. I don't love this brush for like applying the blush. I really like this brush for applying the highlighter, but I'm just going to apply like a little bit more. Oh yeah, for nose contour, I could totally see that. Totally. So it does definitely have pigmentation. The effect that it gives my face, this is like my drunk flush. If I'm feeling real fucking good, if I'm turning a good buzz, this is the type of flush that my face will get, and even my ears. My ears will usually turn bright red, but this flush, it's beautiful. I was so, so happy when I first applied it. I do like to use other brushes opposed to this one, but this highlighter, I was not expecting to like this nearly as much as I do. So let me just pop this on just a little bit more. It's very subtle, but it gives just the most beautiful, I don't know, it doesn't accentuate texture. It's not going to show up as well because I already put some on, but it's just a very natural, like day-to-day, very mature type of highlighter, at least in my opinion. I think this is very flattering because I do have textured skin. Very, very flattering as far as the blush and highlighter goes. I am so impressed with this. I will say, I don't think everybody's going to think it's worth $70. Like, I look at this, I'm like, was it worth $70? I think for me, in loving luxury makeup, like, you're going to see a lot of luxury makeup because it's just, after all of the makeup that I've tried, I'm always happier when I buy luxury. So I think it's worth it, but not everybody is going to feel that way. So this, I love it. I love it so much. Already into it. Then I got little samples. See? Little bougie bags. I love this shit. Oh, thank you. The Narcotic Monkey says, I look so pretty. Thank you. I got the Allure Home Sport. I think I got that one for Shannon too. And then the Cocoa Flash. And guys, if there's any ever like luxury makeup that you guys want to see reviews on, please feel free, tag me. There's one Instagram account that I love. It's Chic Profile Official. She's always giving like the 411 on when shit launches. Her name's Tavia, I believe is her name. I love her account. She is responsible for me buying this stuff as quickly as I did. So, Chanel, we love you. Love it. Okay, so that's Chanel, Dior. What else did I get? Oh, I picked up the Maybelline, the Sky High Lash Sensational Mascara. I feel like this is brought to you by TikTok. Everybody has been talking about this freaking mascara on TikTok. I'm like, it's a fucking mascara. I mean, it does remind me a lot of like Hourglass because it's not a tubing mascara, at least I don't believe that it is. But as far as the wand, it's very, very similar to like the Hourglass, that's the new Unlock mascara that I'm talking about, or like the Thrive Cosmetics mascara. However, this is a very dry formula. And I know with the Lash Sensational, it's usually not that way. Not when you like take it right out of the tube. It does come across as very dry, which I typically like because I don't usually like mascaras like when you first open them. I like them like a week or two after because they do dry out a little bit and it's a little bit easier to manipulate and not get all over your face. But as far as like the wand, it reminds me of the Hourglass and the Thrive Cosmetics, except it's more like it moves around more. So I don't know if I love that. I don't know. I'm not like shitting my pants over this like I was expecting to. TikTok hyped this one up to me. I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted the more that I use it. But I do always say, at least I feel like I always say, if you're going to get anything at the drugstore, get mascara at the drugstore. I feel like the drugstore just nails it. And then let's get into, guys, this is what I think everybody's going to be here for. Cleona Cosmetics. This is my first order. I ordered this when they came back from their like shutdown. They shut down their shop. They opened back up. And they restocked like everything. So I'm like, oh, bitch, come to mama for all these shades. So I put the little screen aside so I can remember which ones that I got. So I got the glitter type iridescent multi-chrome bundle, which are these ones up here. I picked up the other two pastel multi-chromes that I didn't have. Those are these two right here. These are just two random ass Natasha Denonas that I had in like sample sizes. So I just threw them in here. And then I also picked up the hybrid multi-chrome bundle. And you guys know we're going to have a swatch party. Because who doesn't love a good swatch party? Am I right or am I right? Stephen. No, I don't want the $70 Chantecaille mascara. Oh my God. I don't understand the hype with Chantecaille. But maybe I'll understand it later this year. We shall see. I love the way that my cheeks look right now. They look so pretty. Okay, I'm going to start with the pastel multi-chromes first because I'm not going to lie. The pastel multi-chromes are not my favorite because they don't have like that intense multi-chrome shift to them. They're very just, I don't know. I bought these two just because I wanted to have all of them. This is very much where I'm at with Cleona. Like now they're like Pokemon. I gotta catch them all. So the first one I got was Truffet. These two I think are more shifty than the other two that I have. So Truffet is this one here. It looks like it has like a pink base with a gold shift to it. Oh yeah, you could see way more. See, you can even see like a green shift. You could definitely see more of a shift with these ones opposed to the other two that I have. Kelly, swatch, 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 swatch. We love a good swatch party. Yes. And then I also picked up the shade Tower. This one, it looks purple in the pan, but when I hold it up there, it looks blue. So I think if I were to recommend, I mean, these two I would definitely recommend over the other two. I should have pulled the other two out just so you could see all four of them together. But it's definitely going to be more of a pastel vibe. Like, they're not super, like, intense pigmented. Like, they're pigmented, but they're meant to be more subtle, toned down pastels. Like, these kind of remind me of, like, the Natasha Denona Trio Chrome. they kind of give me that vibe, how they're very toned down, subtle, almost like more wearable. I use that phrase very loosely, but you guys know what I mean. But I could definitely see more of a shift. Oh, I really like that first one. Truffet? Or Turret. Turret. That's my favorite of the pastels, in my opinion. So, there's those two. Let me wipe these off, and then we'll get... Do you guys want me to do the hybrid bundle or the... What was it? The iridescent? Let's see. Tracy says, oh my god, that is beautiful. I know. They're just... Cleona is so special. Let's go to the hybrids, because I feel like these are the ones that I'm probably most excited about. Let's go to the hybrids next. I'm going to pull up the website again because I put these in order so I didn't have to keep flipping them over. So the first one that I have is Medieval. This has a warm brown base with a medium glitter particles that shift indigo, violet, red, and orange. We shall see about that. I was going to do a dedicated video to these, but I'm like, does anybody really care anymore? Oh my god, that's so pretty. It's got a really heavy, like purple tinge to it. That's really, really pretty. I'm trying to move them around just so you guys could see the shifts. Oh, next one is Roseline. This one has a brown base with medium glitter particles that shifts rose, orange, and yellow. It says good for face and on the eyes. I will say some of these hybrid ones, like when you look at them in the pan, they look very similar, but when you apply them to your hand, they look so different. I definitely see more of a shift than I was expecting to. And if I'm remembering correctly, what was like the... Hold on, I'm like looking at what these were supposed to be. As the name suggests, are a fusion between our jeweled and glitter multi-chrome. So it's going to be like a taste of the jeweled, which are like the really pigmented, shifty metallics, multi-chromes. And then the glitter multi-chromes, to me, they're more of like glitter with like very slight multi-chrome effect. So these are going to be more of like a right in the middle. So not having that like super dark black base like the jeweled ones do. Oh, they look so pretty. Next one is Mosaic. This one is a brown base with small glitter particles that shift pink to orange to gold to lime. I like the fact that they did these though, because these to me, like, I love the jeweled ones, but I do find as I wear them like throughout the day, you will see that black base almost like come through in certain areas. Whereas I feel like with the brown base, it's not going to be as apparent like the black is. The next shade is Eris. This has a burnt orange base with medium glitter particles that shift orange to yellow to lime. Are you guys liking this right now? Because if you are, I'm going to need you guys all to like this video and share it. I can't with myself. See, like when I look at these, like as I see them in the pan, I'm like, we probably didn't need, but they look so different. This is like the cool thing about multi-chromes. When you look at them right here, they look so different than when I'm looking at them in person. That's why I feel like with Cleona, swatch videos are so helpful, because even on the website, you're like, what are these gonna look like in real life? I think Cleona does an excellent job though at really showcasing on their Instagram, like comparisons and stuff like that. They really do a great job. Next shade is Chalice. Now this one, I actually thought when I pulled it out, I thought that this was a glitter multi-chrome. So this has a burnt orange base with the medium glitter particles that shift yellow, lime, silver, and red. This definitely has more of the glitter effect to it than the other ones do. Yeah, I definitely notice a lot more glitter with that one. They're all so pretty, but it's like, are they different enough? I mean, to some people they won't, but at least you could see the whole shebang. I do feel with Cleona, it is beneficial to buy the bundles. I've always bought bundles. It's very rare when I buy, like with the pastels, I only bought the two because they didn't have everything in stock. But anytime that I could buy bundles, I always do, because it's a better bang for your buck, at least with shipping and everything like that. Like, I don't think I think you get a slight discount when you buy the bundle, but it's like the shipping. To justify the shipping, I always just go ham with my purchases. Next shade is Embroidery. This is the one I'm probably the most excited about because I love greens. This has a gray base with small medium glitter particles that shift lime blue to purple. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this one because it looks so beautiful. I love green. So that's Embroidery. It kind of gives me, like, I think it's Courtyard from the Vibrant bundle. I just wanted to go over that again just so you could, it had like a little sheer mark. It reminds me of a less intense as far as like, I feel like with Courtyard, I think it's Courtyard. It's like the really, it's in the Vibrant Multichrome bundle. And it has like a rich green look to it, but it's really poppy. It almost has like a neon effect to it. There is another green as well. I should have pulled the other ones out because I have them. It's just, it would be much easier if you could see what I was talking about. This kind of gives me that vibe, except it has more of a shift than the Vibrant ones do. And it's slightly deeper than that as well. Ooh, I'm glad that I have that one. The next one is Shard. Oh my God, that looks so nice. Has a brown base with shift from turquoise, indigo to violet to red. This one looks, I'm going to try to show you guys, but I'm getting on like the outskirts of my hand. Oh my God. This reminds me actually a lot of Abrasion, except it's more pigmented. I think Abrasion, is it Abrasion? It's either Abrasion or Grisaille. It has a very similar look to it, except this is more pigmented, whereas the other, whichever shade it is, it's from the Glitter Multichrome, so it's more of a sheer base, whereas this, it's going to be more of a pigmented base. That is beautiful. I think Embroidery is still my favorite though. Okay, next one, and this is the last one, Tapestry. Has a gray base with small glitter particles that shift from blue to indigo to violet. Oh my God. This looks so nice. I think maybe I will dedicate another video to these so I can have like all of the Cleona shadows in one. But aren't these gorgeous? What is your guys' favorite? I need to know. I've been looking at the website, so I haven't seen the chat. What do you guys think of these? I think they're so beautiful. They're like the best of both worlds as far as, like, I love the jeweled multichromes, but sometimes they can be a little bit too much. And then I love the glitter multichromes, but sometimes I want more, if that makes sense. These are a perfect meet in the middle. Oh my God, these three right here. They're so, so pretty. Love them. Embroidery though, that's my jam. That's my favorite one. I love how it has that lime green shift to it. Ooh. I just saw you're falling asleep. It's okay. Oh, Steven, I hope you feel better. Oh, it's okay. I know you'll be back. I know you'll be back. Okay, so that was the hybrid multichromes. Now we'll be finishing up with, what is the name of it? What is the name? The Glitter Type Iridescent Multichrome Bundle. Okay, let's rapid fire through these. The first one is Glisten. This is actually the shade that I used on my eye today. This has a translucent base that reflects violet, pink, orange, and gold. Now, one thing that I'm already noticing, this formula is a lot more chunky than the others. So I don't know how I feel about that. These kind of give me the same vibes as, you know, the Lunar Beauty Strawberry Dream Palette, how he has Blue Diamond. These give me that vibe, except they're way more chunky. And I don't know if I love that. The next shade is Gleam. This has a translucent base that reflects pink, orange, and yellow. I hope you guys could see like how I'm having to like smooth over them just so it doesn't like fall all over my face. I feel like when you use these, like when I put it on my eye today, I felt like I had to wet it so it didn't fall over my face. So that's just one thing to be mindful of. But the effect that these have, it's almost like a beautiful topper. Or if you like the way that it looks, like how I did my eyes today. I was like, oh, I really like how this looks, but I want to take it to another level. If you pop these on, that's where I just popped it on my inner corner. I'm like, yep, it just set the rest of the look off and I'm good. So that's where I think that these really do excel. It's just, I don't know if I love how these ones feel. Just for how I compare them to like the other formulas, the Vibrant Multichromes are my favorite. And then I would probably say the hybrids are second, and then glitter multichromes. Because the glitter type ones, they do apply a lot more chunky in my opinion. Next shade is Gloaming. This is a silvery iridescent base that reflects pink, orange, yellow, and lime. This one, as soon as I pulled it out, I'm like, I cannot wait to use this. But it's so, it's so chunky, but it's beautiful. Can you guys see? Are you guys having an easy time seeing? Let me pull this up so you can, yeah, it's like, everything's pretty much gonna look white on the screen. I feel like I would have to do like dedicated video and close-ups because you really can't see the reflect. If you remember like the Kat Von D, like the triangular highlighter, how it's like they look white but they have that slight reflect, or even the Kaleidos highlighters, very similar vibe to those. So like when I look at these now, I'm like, I probably didn't need these just because I already have like the whole collection of the Space Age highlighters. I already had that Kat Von D palette. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm still glad that I own them so I can, you know, have them all. But I will say you aren't really able to see the reflect quite as much as I'm seeing in real life. Next one is Gilding. This is going to shift bright gold, silver, green to turquoise. Yeah, it's like, oh, I really don't love this formula. That's just me in my opinion though. Very, very similar to the last one, except for it's slightly chunkier. And I think it looks, yeah, it's like this is kind of getting everywhere. See what it's just not the most ideal for me. With this shade here, I'm seeing more of like yellow and blue, opposed to the last one. I see more of like yellow and green. But they're still stunning. It's just one of those things that you might not, I don't know, like these aren't making me lose my shit quite as much. Like I think the Vibrant Multichromes, like they set the standard for me. The next shade is, did I just say the wrong shade? That was Gliding, this one here. So we've got Glisten, Gleam, Gloaming, and Gliding. And then we'll have Glint as the next one. This is gonna reflect yellow, lime, and turquoise. This one's not as chunky, but yeah, it's like I just have to smooth over it. If you smooth over it, it's fine. You just gotta really be mindful about how much you're picking up, I think. So that's Glint, and then we have Glow, which I think this one, yeah, this is very, very reminiscent to the Lunar Beauty Strawberry Dream. Yeah, that's, I bet you if I paired those side by side, that's like identical. So Glow is gonna shift from turquoise blue to violet. That's this one down here. And then the last one is Glimmer. That's gonna reflect from blue indigo to violet. I don't know. I'm not nearly as excited. I feel so bad. I'm not nearly as excited about these as I was. I'm gonna try to move back just so you can see. Yeah, you can see the reflex much better right there. If I was to pick one, it's gonna be this one. What shade was that again? But it's like I already had it. Glow. Glow is definitely my favorite. I would say Glow, or I think it's Gleaming. Gloaming, which is this one here. Here, let's do that. This one here. Those are my two favorites. But they're pretty, like, they're still pretty. I'm not going to take that away from them. They're still pretty. It's just, if I were to recommend anything, it's the Vibrant Multichromes even still. I love that damn formula. And I love the textures. I love the shades. I think the shades are what are so unique about those. And then the formula of it is just fantastic. So that was everything that I got from Cleona Cosmetics. So technically not luxury, but price point wise, I would say that, I mean, for single shadows, I mean, for these ones, it's not bad. Their jeweled multichromes are pretty expensive, but I just throw them in here because who doesn't get excited about swatch parties? You know what I mean? So that is everything that I picked up already in 2021. Oh my gosh. Let me know if you guys have picked up anything. I'm going to see what you guys are saying in the chat. Pamela said they look so bright. They're definitely bright. They're really catching to the light. Like, that's where I feel like when I put it on my eyes right now, it's like this look looks so much more flat before I put that on. It's just, again, you have to be, I would say, very careful. Like, I feel like I need to wet those, and I don't always love to do that because then it's like, and I just find myself manipulating it more than I want to. You know, I like things to be simple. I like things to be easy. I like it to just apply and call it a day. You know, I don't want to be bothered. Let's see. Very shiny, definitely. Cat Cat says indie luxury because shipping and availability. I would definitely agree with that. Indie luxury. I like that. So guys, if you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to thumbs it up before you guys leave. If there's any videos that you guys want to see about all this stuff, I do have still my best of beauties coming. I'm not ready. I'm not fucking ready for best of beauty yet. And I wanted to share all these goodies because I've been sharing them on my community page and on my Instagram. And I wanted to show you guys that I had them and I did get to use them finally. I feel like I'm missing something, but other than that, I hope you enjoyed it and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye!